What's up, guys? Welcome to my channel. In today's video, I want to discuss, a few tips that I have for every 20-year-old that's watching this video. I want you guys to pay close attention because I'm 24 right now, and I was once 20 years old. And honestly, if I knew then what I know now, that famous quote, I believe that my life would be totally different. I believe that my life at 4 years later, I believe that I could really have seriously dramatically changed the way that things are for me now. But I'm glad that I'm thinking like this now, and I want you guys to think like this going forward. Even if you're below 20, if you're a teenager in high school, if you're coming up on graduation, or if you're already in college, most people say your 20s are supposed to be the best time of your life, and in my opinion, I mean, that's true. They are supposed to be the best times of your life, in the sense that you're only in your 20s once, and at that point in time, you're trying to find yourself. You're either moving out, or you're going to college, you're trying to find somebody who you want to get married to. You're having kids, all sorts of things. You're traveling, whatever you're doing out there, that's all fine and dandy. But I want you guys to really pay attention to what's really important in life, and that's building your future. It's all fine and dandy to go out and travel and have fun and do all this stuff in your 20s, but at the end of the day, when you're 30 and you're 40 and you're 50 years old, do you want to look back and say, damn, I had such a great time, but I'm so miserable right now? I live in a 2-bedroom apartment and I'm 50 years old and I'm making $30,000 a year or less. Who wants to live like that? So if you guys really listen to what I have to say, and implement this into your life starting now, and it's never too late to start. I don't want to make it sound like if you're 30 or 40 years old, it's too late to change anything, because that's not true. At the end of the day, no matter how old you are, if you have the mindset and you have the drive to make your life better, you're going to make your life better. It doesn't matter. People like to put limitations on people, but at the end of the day, it's all on you. It's all on your shoulders. And remember this: no one in this life is ever going to do anything or give anything to you. Nobody. So everything that you want to achieve in this life, you're going to have to get it on your own. That's just the way it is. So number one, never stop learning. I think that's important because a lot of people, they go to high school, they go to college, they graduate, some even going to get their masters, and they feel as though I've done it all. I've learned as much as I possibly need to know or maybe want to know. But at the end of the day, guys, life is a process. Life is a game. You're always changing and you're always evolving, and you want your mind to evolve and change with you. You don't want to limit yourself to thinking like, okay, well, I've learned all this stuff and now I can go get me a good job, and I can make 60, 80, $100,000 a year and my life is set. I'm good. Like, in my opinion, that's fine, but realistically, you want to always continue to grow and expand and venture on to different interests, and just use your brain and get out there and live life and enjoy your life, because at the end of the day, you can make money, you can do this and do that, you can have fun, but you're not going to take it with you. So you want to really enjoy the time that you're here, and that all starts with learning and expanding upon your knowledge. Knowledge is key. It's the foundation of everything. You can't go and get a job without knowledge. Anytime you step out the door, you're learning, you're gaining new information that you haven't seen the day before. So that's very important in my opinion, guys. Number two, building your brand. I think that that's one of the most important things that you can do at 20 years old that you guys just don't even know. Imagine you going to Best Buy or you going to Walmart, and let's say you see a computer, and let's say you see a tablet, right? So if you see a tablet, it could be an Android tablet. It could be $29. You never heard of this tablet a day in your life, but you see that Apple tablet over there. You see that iPad. You see that Samsung Galaxy Note tab. Now, which one are you more inclined to want at the end of the day? Are you gonna want that tablet that's $29? It might be just as good, but who knows? You don't know that. You're not even gonna take a chance on that. So you guys need to think about that in that aspect. Think about it from the point of, if you go on a job interview, you need to be the best person that you can possibly be, whether that be on time. When I say building your brand is, you know, be the brand that's on time. Be the brand that's always wanting to know and learn new things. Be the brand that stands out. Don't be the brand that sits in the back of the class and, you know, doesn't want to learn anything. All you do is talk and have fun and joke and laugh with your friends. Because at the end of the day, when you get older, when you graduate from high school, when you graduate from college, those are going to be the most important qualities that you can have to actually get a job, to actually do something with your life, instead of being stuck at 30, 40, 50 years old with no knowledge or experience under your belt. You don't want to be that way. So number 3, that leads us to number 3. Don't listen to negativity, right? So a lot of people who are your elders, a lot of people who are your peers, they're gonna look at you like, oh, you're too young to do this, you're too young to do that. Oh, you should go and have fun and live your life. And oh, why do you want to stay in on the weekend and work on building a business? Why do you want to start creating a business now? You're only 19, you're only 18, you're only 20 years old. Why? Let's go out to this party. Let's go drink. Let's go smoke. Let's go have fun. Let's go meet some girls and, you know, try to have sex with as many of them as we can. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's nothing wrong with having that mindset. But at the end of the day, when you're 30 years old and you're looking back on, you know, your late teenage years, your early 20s, are you going to want to think to yourself, wow, I had sex with as many girls as I possibly could, or as many guys as I possibly could? Or are you going to want to think to yourself, wow, I'm 30. 10 years later, I built a business that's worth $1 million. And if I wanted to retire right now, I could do that. If I wanted to retire tomorrow, I can do that. Or do you want to be working at McDonald's, flipping burgers, making $7.25 an hour, barely making money to feed yourself, not let alone pay rent? God forbid you have a kid. Think about that, guys. Don't listen to negativity, because a lot of people are going to try to hold you down. A lot of people are going to tell you, you're too young to do that. What do you know about business? What do you know about the stock market? You know, you're too young to know that. You need to go and gain some more experience before you can speak on such matters. Guys, when you're 25, you should know so much about the stock market that if you're speaking to someone who's 50 years old, you can blow their socks off. You can have a very intelligent conversation about investing, about how to build a brand, about how to build a business. You guys should know this within 5 years. And I promise you, if you do, your life is, the sky is the limit. The sky is the limit, guys. Number 4, I'm glad I said that. Learn the stock market and learn business. So the stock market is essential to building wealth. There's a number of different ways to build wealth. I should take that. I'll take that back. Investing your money is the number 1 way to build wealth in this country, in the United States of America. You work hard for your money. You work 8, 10, 12 hours a day. You're working extremely hard for your money. So you know what you want your money to do for you? That's right. You want it to work extremely hard for you. You're putting in all this time and all this energy and all this effort. You're away from your family for hours and hours and hours, exacerbating yourself, you know, putting all this effort into making money to be able to pay the bills. At the end of the day, when you save money, you want your money to be sitting in that bank. You don't want your money to be sitting in that bank account. You want your money to be invested in either a business or stocks or something, guys, that's where you're accruing interest, where your money is working for you. You know, one of the biggest wealth building tools is actually the stock market. You know, think about it like this. You know, if you have let's say you have $1,000 sitting in a bank account, right? Typically, a bank is only going to pay you about 1% on your money. So 1% of $1,000 is how much, guys? What is that, $10? So over the course of the entire year, that's 12 months, that's 365 days, that's 52 weeks in a year. You only accrued $10 on your money. When I'm not saying this is realistic, but you can literally, and I've done it, so take it from me, you can literally turn $1,000 into $10,000 within a matter of a week. Now wrap your head around that. You can turn $1,000 into $10,000 in a matter of a week. I've done that in a day, in one day. So imagine if you have compounding interest on your money, you have your money sitting in a stock that's going up, it's just continuously going up, and you cash out, and then you go and invest in more stocks and more stocks and more stocks. By the end of the year, you guys could have earned 6 figures if you really were diligent and you really taught yourself about the stock market and how to actually invest. And guys, business, that's one of the key things that I feel like a lot of people are either afraid of or they don't know enough about. When it comes to building a business, I want you guys to look at it like this. If you were to get fired from your job tomorrow, what would you do? If you only have one source of income and you were to get fired tomorrow, how would you pay your rent? How would you eat? How would you take care of your kids? What are you going to do? You're basically setting yourself up for failure. So I don't care if it's something as simple as starting a small side hustle or an online business, or even if you're making $100 a week, that $100 a week turns into $400 a month, guys. If you're saving that, at the end of the year, you have like what, 3, 4, 5 grand saved up in a bank account that you were not gonna have at all in any other way, shape, or form if you didn't do that. And who knows, maybe in 5 years, 10 years, you could turn that into a full-time gig. You can quit your job and work for yourself and have freedom, not only within your life, but you can have financial freedom because you can set the cap on how much money you can potentially make. So that's something that I feel like everybody should do, no matter if you're 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 years old. It's never too late to start, guys. Always remember that. Number 5. Oh, I already talked about that. Start a small business on the side. Well, since I already talked about that, I don't really need to get too involved in that. But at the end of the day, I will speak on this, and that is you should always look to diversify your income. And that goes back to what I just said. The reason why I say that is because at the end of the day, it's fine to have a job. It's fine to make money from one source. But if you literally were to get fired from your job tomorrow, would you have enough money saved up in the bank to take care of yourself for the next 6 months while you potentially look for another job, or while you potentially get out there and try to start your own business? Because it's no fun to wake up to that kind of life, guys, especially if you have no money saved up. If you have $0 in your savings account and you only have one job, there's something wrong. There's really something wrong there, and you guys need to try your best and work your asses off to change that, guys. And start while you're young. The younger you start, literally the sky is the limit, guys. You have an unimaginable amount of potential. Your cap is literally through the roof. There's nothing that can stop you if you really get out there and grind your ass off and work as hard as you possibly can. There's nothing that's gonna stop you, guys. So I hope you guys found this video very informative, and I hope you paid attention, and I hope you really sit back and think about everything that I just said, and I hope that you guys implement it within your own life, because I promise you, if you do that while you're young, by the time you're 30 years old, you're gonna be thanking me, and you're gonna look back on your life like, wow, I really accomplished something, and the sky's the limit from here. I can go as far as I want to be. I can be whatever I want to be, guys. That's the mindset you guys should have. I would love to know what you guys think about this video. Please feel free to get in the comment box. Let me know, and don't be afraid to subscribe, guys. Leave a like on the video, share it. Let everybody know. Let all your friends know, guys. I'm really trying to grow my channel here. I want to be a positive voice in the community, and let young people, old people, whoever finds interest in my videos, I want them to come to me, and I want them to be able to look at what I'm doing as a positive, positive figure in their life. So that's all I gotta say, guys. But as always, peace.